Hey, Kyler, just wanted to ask you about, being a Washington kid and I want to ask you about your thoughts on Seattle and the franchise. They announced today that the team name and the logo. First off, I just want to ask you your opinion on the logo and the team name. And then what does it mean for, that area of the country to have a National Hockey League team and for the young kids that'll be able to kind of look up to NHLers from that state?
So I actually saw the logo this morning. I think it's actually a really cool logo. Got the S for Seattle, and the Kraken. So I thought that was really cool. And, for the community of Seattle, to have an NHL team, I think it's going to be awesome. A lot of kids, in that area are going to look up to those guys and, hopefully push themselves to hopefully get there one day. So I think it's huge for the community.
Next question will be Tony Brar. Tony, as soon as your microphone is ready, go ahead.
Kailer, last week when Leon Draisaitl was nominated for the Ted Lindsay Award, he was very complimentary to the impact that you had. One, what does that mean for you to kind of get that praise on an NHL conference call that really had nothing to do with you? And then two, how did you approach getting the call up to Edmonton, and how have you felt you fared so far?
Starting off with Drat, anytime, one of the best players in the league can compliment your game, it's a huge honor. And hopefully I keep playing, with him, keep getting that chemistry with him, stuff like that. So, really looking forward to it. And, coming up to the Oilers, I was just trying to play my game, worked on a lot of stuff down there, and at the end of the day, just trying to work as hard as I can throughout the whole time I was up here, make plays that I can make, don't try to do anything too crazy, that I wouldn't do down in the AHL or anywhere else. So, kind of just those things.
Next question's from Reed Wilkins. Go ahead, Reed.
Hi, Kyler. You're going to play a scrimmage on Saturday wearing Colby Cave's name and number on your back. Can you explain what that's going to mean to you and maybe tell us a couple of things that made him a special person and a special person in your life?
Yeah, it's going to be a huge honor. He's deeply missed. When I was in Bakersfield, I was fortunate enough to actually get to know him, fairly well. He would come over to our house, kind of just hang out with me, Clouder, Bush, and Benson. So we got to know him there, him and Emily, and he's one of the best guys I've ever met. Always has a smile on his face, never a dull moment. And, just him, he would bring over Emily and his dog, and he would just be ripping around all over the house. Kobe would always be getting mad at him, but, he's one of the best people. I don't even know how to say it. Best person, that I've ever met. And, I'm very sad, that he's gone. He was taken away from us way too short, and, just praying for their family and everything.
And a question from Tony Brar. Tony, as soon as your microphone is active, you can go ahead.
Either again last week on social media, the NHL put out a poll on which player which player NHL fans were most excited to see, and a lot of people voted for you. What are you looking forward to in your first taste of Stanley Cup playoffs, and what are some of the stories that you've heard in the past?
One thing I'm looking forward to is just the tempo. The guys who have played in the NHL before, tell me how regular season's one thing, but playoffs is a whole different animal. So I'm really looking forward to that, and getting into my first playoffs and seeing how it goes.
Next question from Daniel Nugent-Bowman. Go ahead, Daniel.
Hey, Kyler, I just want to go outside the box a little bit with you here. You came back to Edmonton sporting a new hairdo. And what went into that? And also there's been a lot of guys, Riley Sheahan's beard, Zach Cassian, obviously, coming here with different looks. Who's got the best kind of new playoff look in your mind?
I think Smitty might take the cake on that one. He's got long hair, and he's got a little trim right here, so it looks nice. But I definitely think I'd go with Smitty.